Kidology Kids, the Ant and the Grasshopper. One sunny day, a family of ants were bustling about in the warm sunshine, some carrying grains, while some drying them out in the sun. There also lived a grasshopper close to the green fields. The happy-go-lucky grasshopper always spent his time singing and dancing in the garden. His friend was one of the ants who were collecting the grains. Even at the peak of summer, the ant carried food grains from the fields on her bag and kept storing them safely in her home. The grasshopper always made fun of the hard-working ant and kept on spending his days leisurely. He often urged the ant to leave all the work and join him, and singing and dancing. "Come on, my friend," he said. "Come join me in the fun. Why are you struggling so much in the sun?" "Not right now. The winter is coming, and I need to be prepared for it," the ant refused. She continued storing food supplies for the cold and harsh winters when it would be difficult for her to venture out. The grasshopper kept laughing at her and told her there was enough food for a lifetime. The ant, however, never stopped working throughout the summer. One day, she stopped by the grasshopper and advised him to start storing food for the winter for himself. The grasshopper smiled and said, "There's lots of time right now, all is fine." Soon the seasons changed. Winter brought in freezing temperatures, and the grasshopper realized he had no food. He looked around to find some, but it was so cold that he could hardly move. Everything was covered with snow. Suddenly, he remembered his good friend, the ant. He quickly ran to the ant's house and knocked. "Please let me in, for I am cold, weak, and hungry, my dear friend." The ant opened the door, but did not let him in. "What were you doing all last summer? Why haven't you stored anything for the winter?" The grasshopper had no answer. He pleaded to the ant to provide him with some food, but the ant did not help him. The grasshopper stayed hungry all winter. He learnt a very hard lesson. Moral. The moral of the story: the ant and the grasshopper is the importance of planning and preparing for the future. While the ant works hard to store food for winter, the grasshopper spends his time singing and relaxing, finds himself unprepared when tough times arrive. The story teaches us that hard work and foresight are essential to avoid hardships and ensures security.